Hi guys, it's me Caitlin, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a makeup tutorial slash showing you how I do makeup for a concert that I'm going to tonight as a Christmas event. So I'm going to be starting off with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. It looks like this, and I like it. It's not the best, but I spent a lot of money on it, so I'm using it. So I'm going to be putting that on, and then I'm also going to be putting on my concealer, which is the Too Faced Born This Way. I'll get that done, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is me with just the foundation on. I just got it all put on, and now I'm going to be doing my concealer, but I figured I'd record this part because I didn't record the foundation. So I'm just going to be taking this, get a little bit excess off of it. I do a line. Normally people do like a big ass triangle, but well, this is very pigmented and I'm not trying to look like a ghost. So I just apply it on pimples. None too noticeable on this side. And then I take my beauty blender. I use the nude one because my foundation doesn't look like it's on there because I'm pale. So it kind of changes color, but doesn't really. And then I just dab that on. Dabbing motions, make sure you're getting into the corners, bringing it down because there's always going to be excess. As you can see, it does lighten up a bit on my face. I won't say that it's the fullest coverage because I have the worst eye bags in the world and nothing can cover them. So that's why I would say if you're looking for a super full coverage, I wouldn't really give this a try. I just use it to lighten up everything so it's not quite as like prominent. I'm sure this is probably buildable, but I don't want to look like I have a layer on my face. That's my biggest problem. I can't stand when girls have like cake on their face. This is also something you should really blend out quickly, hence why I started immediately, because if you don't, you'll leave little lines. I know y'all are looking at me like I'm insane. I'm gonna go back to the eye. Just give me a sec. Because I don't want to have triangles. Just patting that in, bringing it down. Let me look at myself in a proper mirror. I can use a little more blending right here. Like I said, it's kind of hard to blend once it sets itself. So that looks good. So that is my base. And now we're going to move on to eyebrows. So I use Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. I don't think it's going to focus, but that's what I use. It has the pencil side and then the spoolie. So I have naturally semi-thick brows, so I don't need to put a lot on. I do have a very faint tail, so I do need to fill that in a bit. So I'm going to do one eyebrow on camera, and then I'm going to do the second one off. So I'm going to get this eyebrow started right now. And yeah, I'm going to have to put my mirror right here, but I'll try and show you guys while I'm doing it. So I'm going to put it like right here. Ooh. You can't see shit. Okay, I'm going to use this because I can see myself. Ooh, ooh. It's okay, I'll fix it. Okay. So that, I'm gonna brush it out and everything, and it should look good. So, take my spoolie. I use the spoolie to blend. And it always manages to lighten things up. So that's roughly what one eyebrow does. So I'll be right back once I have this one done as well. Okay, so this is both eyebrows done. As you can see, I go for a more natural, not a very sharp pointed. So that's what that is. And right now I'm going to be doing highlight, blush, powder. So I'm going to powder first. And what I use for powder is the Dermablend Professional Compact Setting Powder. I don't really like loose setting powders because they make it way too easy to cake your face. And that's not what I want to do. So I just do a couple pats, bring it down my neck. I don't use a lot of powder. I'm not very oily. And this is a matte foundation, so it dries super matte. So you kind of want a little bit of face oil, like sweat, I guess, to impact it, so you aren't dry, like your face isn't completely dehydrated. So I take that all over my face. A couple more pats in it. Gotta do your nose. Under the eye. And that's done. So I'm gonna put this brush away. And then next I take contour. Oh, that's the brush I forgot. Well, bronzing / contour. This is technically a powder contour, but I use it for not blush, bronzer. There we go. And I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Got it a while ago. Hasn't let me down since. Doesn't come off too thick or anything, so I don't really have to worry about having like a harsh line, especially since I don't use much. I do 3 taps and then I bring it on my cheek immediately. But as you can see, it's not super pigmented, but if you look, you can see that this side has a little bit more of a bronze compared to this side, which is just like a pale pink. So then I take that on that side too, and I blend up. Always blend up. Don't blend down, it'll make your face look sunken. Or if you blend up, it'll make your face look structured. So that's why I blend up. I'm gonna move my hair out of the way. I have chubby cheeks, so they're gonna bounce when I'm doing this. Make fun of me all you want. I think I look cute. So again, brushing that up. And then I take a little bit, pat off the excess, pull up my hair, and put a little on my forehead. Bring it down on the temples too, and just give that a quick blend. Okay, let me take a quick look at that. Something I didn't realize, but I've had this forever. I didn't realize that this had a mirror. I didn't realize it. I just recently found out about it. Oh. I found out about it watching a YouTube video. I don't remember whose video it was, but they were using it and they flipped it up. I always knew that there was this second part, but I never realized that this was a mirror. So that's that for my bronzing. I don't contour. I like to keep my face a little round, but I also like to give myself a little bit of structure. As you can see, I kind of have lines here, so that's it for that. And we'll put that brush away. And next, we're going to if I can get the brush. Hold on. Blush. This is, but these pink brushes are BH Cosmetics, if that matters. I don't really care. I got this at like Winners, and it was like 16 bucks for a whole set, so I got it. All right, and I'm gonna take blush, and I take the Wet n Wild color Icon. It's 325B pearlescent pink. I just take a little bit of it. You can't really see much, but that's what I prefer because I don't like looking super blushy. And I just bring that on my cheeks. As you can see, it's a little rosy. This part is pink, but it's not rosy. It's kind of like a pale pink, and this is not. So I like that. I apply it in about 2 or 3. Just give it a little brush out. Apples of the cheek. Bring it back. So that's my blush. And next is highlighting. And I do have a couple highlighters, but lately I've been taking the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette, or the Morphe X Jeffree Star palette. And I will be doing my look today with this, but if just take a look at those shades. Ugh, I love them. So what I do for my highlight is I take a little bit of 2, which is this shade, and then Designer Label, which is this shade. I mix them and I put them on my cheeks and they glow. So I'm going to be taking another BH Cosmetics brush. It looks like this. It's kind of, yeah, I dip into both. Keep in mind, I am addicted to highlight, so if my face isn't shining, I don't like it. You can see that already. Yeah, and I just put that on in this area. Do it again on the other side. And then I take a little bit of Custom Rims, that's what it is. It's a sparkle. And rather than going over the cheeks with this, I bring it onto my forehead, just in this little area. Wipe that off and then bring it down towards the brow. Gives your face a little sparkle, but not like crazy. So I like that, where I have like a good highlight here, but a little bit up here. Sorry guys, took a food break. So, that's it. You can kind of see the reflection from my TV with my highlight. So I have highlight, blush, bronzer, eyebrows, concealer, and foundation done. So next, I'm gonna do eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette. I've already brought this up like before. If you go check out my Instagram, kaitlync.mua, almost all of my looks are using this palette. I absolutely adore Jeffree Star, and I'm hoping to get some of his actual products. I haven't gotten any of them yet, but for now, we're going to be using this guy. Okay, sorry guys, I had to grab my brushes. So, I mainly use these 4 brushes. This is another one from the BH Cosmetics. It's a nice, like, packer brush that I like. Then this is a more fluffy brush that I use for blending. an angled eyeshadow brush, which I use to make like my outer corner and bring it in to the front. And then this, it's a stiffer one. I use this for my under eye and for packing into my corner. Inner corner, I should say, not my corner. This one is a part of the set that I got from Winners. You can cringe all you want. I got these brushes from Dollarama. I've used them for years and they work great. They are Jolie Couture and I've been using them for years and they're great. So not everything that's cheap is actually cheap. So they worked fine for me, so I've been using them. Okay, so I'm going to first take my angled eyeshadow brush. And, what kind of look? I think I want to do a pink. Oh, okay. I think I want to do a pinky look. But wait, it's more of a Christmas thing. Maybe like a pinky look, but then I put drive through, which is a nice like green metallic, and put that in the inner corner, like not in the inner corner, in the middle of my eye, like a spotlight. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a spotlight eye. So I'm gonna take, because I'm doing the spotlight, I am going to take Wand Noise. That's this beautiful color. It looks kind of red, but it's more of like a copper, like a shiny copper. So I'm gonna take that on this brush, dip into it a little bit, comes off. It's very pigmented, and then I'm gonna just get close so you guys can see this. And bring it out like this. I always like to do an upward type look. You can make it circular. I like to do the more angled. So I bring that out and then brush it over. And there's my outer area. So I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna be doing this eye on camera. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna be doing the other eye off. So I keep going with that same shade. Bring it to my inner corner. I make sure it does like a whole border type thing. And then I'm gonna put that literally right next to you guys. I take my blending brush. I blend out the edges. Like that. So it's not like super sharp. And then I will take a darker color. I think I'm gonna take Calabasas, which is a nice like reddy brown. It's like right here. It's this one. And I'm gonna tuck that on my outer corner just to deepen up the corner of my eye some more. So I take that, again, beautiful pigment. Give it a little pat. And right in that corner. And you can see it like almost immediately. And I just take it on that. See, because now it's deeper, but it's blended out on the edge because of Wand Noise. It's a good tip. So I'm gonna cover my face for a second so I can trying to make it so you can see, but also trying to make this look good. So yeah, you can see me. Okay, that's good. So that's how that one, like, that's not the finished look, but that's how I get my corners done. Next, I'm going to take the other golden brush, the one that is thin. What do they call it? A smoky. I don't use it for smoky eyes. But yeah, so I take this, and then I'm going to take a mix of Self-Made, which is this bright pink, and then a little bit of Pink Fleet. I'm going to mix those two and put that on my inner eye and blend it out. So I'm going to take swipe of Self-Made. Look at that pigment. That pigment. And then I'm going to take a couple swipes of Pink Fleet. So now it's like a pinky purple. And then I'm going to take it on my inner corner. Leave that little space for my splash of other color. Bring it up a bit. So as you can see, it gives me more of a cat eye look, and it makes my eyes look more rounded, because like this compared to this eye looks more rounded and more prominent. So that's what I like to do. And then because I still have all this excess shade, I'm going to take it and put it on my under eye. Now I'm going to bring it all the way inner corner, wipe off some excess, and there's that. And then for my pop of green that I'm going to be doing, like I said, I'm going to be taking Dry Fruit, which is a nice green shimmer, and I'm going to pop that right in the center. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics. I'm going to pick that up. Very sparkly, very pigmented. I don't know if you can see it. There you go, you can see it that way. And then I'm just gonna so I've got that, and I know you're looking at me like, bruh, that's a dark color, how is that a spotlight? Then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take custom rims. Look at that sparkle. Ah, I love it. And then I'm gonna put that on top. So there. It's a spotlight. And then, because of course it has all those harsh lines, what you're gonna wanna do is take your fluffy brush that you had, try and get off the excess, and then just blend around the eye. I do wind sleeper motions, or windshield motions, whatever. And there's that first eye, all complete. I'm gonna do the second one, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's both eyes complete. Well, not done, but like the eyeshadows. So I'm gonna be putting this beautiful, amazing, wonderful palette away. Yes, I am kissing Jeffree Star's ass. Fight me. And next I'm going to be taking my eyeliner, which is, I have a couple eyeliners, but today I'm going to be taking my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It looks like this. You give it a shake. It has this kind of tip. It is very thin. I do prefer thicker tips, but we're gonna go with this. I'm gonna bring my mirror up close and I'm gonna look this way, but you should still be able to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring it close too. Actually, no, I can't see what I'm doing. whatever. Put that line out. And connect. So you have a wing. And then you bring it into your actual eye. It's not filled in yet, but that's the rough shape of it. And then you fill that in. I link some underneath my eye. I'll get rid of that. I'm going to fill this in. Okay, so I'm going to complete this wing, and then I'm going to put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. I actually forgot. I should probably mention the mascara I'm using. I use the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. This is very small. I think it was like a trial size or something. So I use this, and although it's got a very thin brush, it does apply very nicely, and I've been using it for a while. I did try Too Faced, the Better Than Sex, and the Damn Girl. The Damn Girl is way too clumpy. Honestly, it's too thick, it's too clumpy. I don't like the formula. I just don't like it. I'm probably gonna give it to one of my friends. And the Better Than Sex mascara, it's good for the first couple uses, and then after a while, it becomes just as clumpy as the Damn Girl. So I'm gonna show you, like, if you look at that, like how clumpy the brush is. I don't really like clumpy mascara, so I'm probably going to be giving this away as well. So at this moment, I use the Hourglass. I'm going to get that put on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is with eyeliner and mascara. Today I feel like being a little bit extra. So I have these face jewels. And because it's a Christmas theme, I'm going to be putting red, actually no, green, and then red. So I'm going to be taking my green and tucking it right in that inner corner. Just like that. Actually, no, I'm going to bring it up more. Right there. Right in that inner corner. And then I'm going to take the red and I'm going to plop it right there. Right there. That looks cute. So I'm going to have the green gem in the middle, well, in the inner corner, and then this just underneath the wing. I'm going to do that on this side, and then I'm going to spray myself with some setting spray. I'm not done, but I do want to mention that I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is my favorite. Well, it's my second favorite. My all-time favorite setting spray, as is everyone's, is the All-Nighter, which that I will be using as well. I like to use too. Sue me. And I will be right back so we can work on lips. Okay, so I've got my setting spray and everything done, and I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip. This is a nice, like, dark reddy brown. So I'm gonna wipe off the excess on that. It's got great pigment. It's not very streaky. If you apply too much, it can get streaky, but overall, it's a very good shade. The applicator looks like this. It is a little bendy, like it'll move around, but overall, it's a really good lipstick. I barely ever have problems with it transferring. Let me just... There. So that's my lips. And this is the look complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope maybe some of you try this. If you try it, post it on Instagram and tag me, kaitlync.mua, and I will take a look and I'll give you that like and that follow. So, bye guys.